on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I was doing some stump removal on that commercial job, and I was on the Portage John scrolling Facebook Marketplace, and I came across this Ram 2500 truck for sale. And it's a 2016, and it had 62,000 miles on it. It was priced at $45,900. And it was at a dealer in Arkansas, so I thought, man, that's just a pretty good deal for a limited truck. And we got a 2014 over here. You guys have probably seen it's a limited as well. I bought it back in 2020, so I was kind of somewhat in the market of getting a new truck, but not quite this soon. But I didn't want to pass up the deal on this one. Being that kind of low mileage in a limited, these are just kind of hard to find. So yeah, this one, a little bit of difference between these two, the grill difference, and of course this one's got the color match front and rear bumpers, which I really like. I'd kind of like this grill better. I got some sweet looking headlights on it. Just got it back from the tint shop. Had them tint the windows because they weren't tinted, surprisingly. But man, this thing is just clean. Not hardly a scratch on it anywhere. No paint damage or anything. The tires were in really good shape. It had 2 key fobs with it. So this on the 14's black, but it's chrome here. And then they moved the chrome piece on the 14 on the 16, they moved it down here. On the 14, it's up here. But man, this thing is just super clean. I mean, this driver's seat hardly has any wear in it in the leather. And these are genuine 100% real leather. But yeah, it really clean in here. I do like that it has, the 14 has that beige colored headliner and grab bars here. This one's got the dark black or charcoal or whatever you want to call it. It's got the sunroof on it. It's got pretty much everything that the other truck has, but the only thing it didn't have was the Ram air suspension, which kind of sucked. But the console's a little different. It's got a little roll door type deal on it. Got the limited badging in the seats. Came with the factory floor mats. But yeah, this thing was just super clean. It has a little bit of a lift kit on it. As you can see, it's quite a bit taller than the 14. So you look at the running board height, you can kind of see it's about, I don't know, 6 or 7 inches taller. So that was worth quite a bit because this suspension they got, it's the Thuren suspension lift on it. It's got the Fox 2.0 shocks. It's got the Thuren track bar up front and steering link bar. So yeah, it was a nice plus with this truck. So here's a look under here at this Thuren track bar. You can see we put a steering bar in it, and then that Thuren track bar you can see right there. It's actually greasable, so we'll see how that holds up. I put the Thuren track bar on the back on this 14 to kind of help with some of the trailer sway when towing, and that actually did fix it. So this one has the Ram Air. You can see in here it's got airbags right there in place of where the coil springs would be. I haven't towed a load with this truck yet, so I may end up if it gets the body roll, I may have to end up and put the Thuren track bar like I did under the 14. And if you guys are having issues with the body sway, I got a video on how to install one of those, and it pretty well took care of it as well, so check that out. So this other truck didn't have that. It had coil springs, and When I got to the dealer to look at it, I noticed it actually did have airbags under it. It's got some aftermarket airlifter bags, so even better deal. So the tailgate's a little different. It's got the Ram in big letters across the back. I didn't like that this chrome was bubbling up on the M, but I did order a new one. It was like 40 bucks. Had this little step on it. This thing's pretty handy. Little bumper step that tucks up underneath it and get back in the tailgate. It's got the Fox 2.0 shocks here on the back as well. So when I went and looked at this thing, it had a bed cover and it would just free roll. And they handed me this little fob thing and they're like, I don't know what this goes to. And I was like, well, maybe it's for the airbags. Well, no, I'd come out here, started pushing it, and I could hear a motor or something turning. And I figured out that this bed cover is a powered bed cover, but it wasn't working. It would you'd just turn it and it'd go, not move. So I got it home, took it apart, and found out that this piece was actually broke. And I don't know, you probably can't see. Oh, there you go. See that crack? And the Woodruff key had fallen out of it, and the shaft was just spinning. So I got a hold of Retrax, the company that makes this, and anyway, I ordered a new one. It was like 40 bucks. Took all this apart, and here we go. We got a powered hardtop tonneau cover, which is sweet. Never had before. So it just runs off this remote here. But it did come with the cargo divider, which is nice because you can put stuff in here and it keeps it from sliding around your bed. This one was supposed to have it, but I guess the owner that had it before me didn't put it back in the truck. So yeah, I got this fixed. I'll have to get a gooseneck ball put in it. Looks like they may have had a fifth wheel, but it doesn't look like it hardly got used very much. I looked at the towing mileage and it's only towed a trailer like 1,500 miles or something like that. So yeah, I'll have to get a B&W turnover ball, but it's got the camera, center mounted camera in it. It's got RAM boxes. So it's got this powered tailgate assist spring, so when you open the tailgate and it drops, don't just slam down. It's kind of a pet peeve of mine when people just open the tailgate and just bam, let it drop down. Then they wonder why the stuff gets loose and it doesn't latch right anymore. So yeah, that's a nice thing to have on there. But yeah, had to buy a hitch for it here on the back. So when I was investigating this airlift system and I found it, I was looking for a remote, and like I was saying, I thought this ran it, and I got on their website and I was looking around and found out it's actually an app. So it's controlled with an app on your phone, or you can have some sort of little button remote style, but I went ahead and just decided to use the app, and I'll show you guys how that works. So I found the instruction manual is actually with the owner's manual in the glove box, and got this app, and you can just adjust your air pressure in the bags with this app. So basically all you do is you can preset, which I did 5 psi, which is the minimum, and empty, and then a loaded one. So you can just click this and it'll take a second. Tap again. You gotta double tap it. And then like that, you can hear it airing up these bags. So I was running it at 10 empty, but it's kind of too rough. So I just leave it on 5. It's got a little air compressor mounted on the frame rail down here at the bottom. So that put in 20 psi. It airs up pretty quick. I'm gonna drop her back down to 5. You can hear it deflating. So yeah, I was real happy that it had those airbags on it. I wish it would have had the ram air. It's a little bit nicer because it's all automatic, so whenever you add any weight to the bed or the truck's sitting unlevel, it'll just automatically adjust the ride height to where the truck's always level. But I'll take this airlift thing over no bags. So yeah, I was pretty well pleased how clean it was underneath. There's no rust, nothing like that, no damage, frame damage or anything. And I was very well pleased with how clean this engine bay is. Really clean up under here. It's got the 6.7 Cummins in it. So yeah, start it up. Runs good. I feel like it has a little more get up and go on the stock versus the 14. I don't know if it's just because the engine's got more wear in it since it's getting close to 300K on that 14. But yeah, this one runs really good. One other thing under the hood that's different compared to the 14 is this one doesn't have dual alternators. The other one has another alternator over here, which kind of sucks. I like the dual alternators. Just seems like they put out more wattage, and that one's just not working so hard, so maybe they'll last longer. I don't know. I don't know if it has dual alternators for the ram air to help with running that system, which I assume it probably would be. And this one doesn't have dual radiators, so I don't know if they did away with that in that time frame, or they just, it was an option. I'm not really sure. But that other truck had the Y pipe set up here, and those are prone to failure, and it failed on me, and I had to replace it. I had to put a metal one, so I kind of like not having to deal with that, so I kind of prefer the single radiator better. So yeah, now we got matching trucks. That's the good thing about having trucks that are both 4th gens. That way if you hear a noise or something on one, you can kind of compare it to the other one. The rims are a little bit different on this one. They updated them, which I like this style better compared to the 14 style. Same side steps. Like I said, ram boxes on both sides. This interior, and it's just super clean. Somebody put this little charger on here. It's a wireless charger. It's magnetic, so your phone just sits right there. That's pretty nice. I never had one of those. May have to add one to the other truck. Yeah, now we're at 63.3. We drove it up to my in-laws' house for Thanksgiving up in Kansas, so racked up a few miles right there. Ran good. It slightly gets a little bit less fuel mileage than the 14, and they did do the 67A recall on this truck, and I never got it done on the 14, so I'll be curious to see what the difference was. It definitely doesn't drop the power at all. Based on everything that I've seen about it, it increases the DEF fluid consumption, so I'll kind of keep an eye on that and kind of compare how much DEF fluid it uses versus the other truck. Now I probably won't be towing with this one as much, or at least until I get the gooseneck ball, but I'm primarily going to use the 14 for most of the towing, and then this one as need be. But so there probably won't be much of a comparison, because towing you're going to use more DEF fluid anyway. So, but under normal driving, so far what I've driven it doesn't seem to be just sucking it down super quick. But I'll keep an eye on it and let you guys know. I kind of wanted to get a newer model, but I'd hate to get out of the 4th gens, because there's just been so many problems that I've been reading about on the 5th gen trucks with the hydraulic lifters. And then, of course, anything from like 19 to late 20 or early 21 to use that CP4 fuel pump in it. And I definitely didn't want one of those. Just too many issues. But the new 2025s, I seem to think, based on what I've seen, they've found a better manufacturer or something to make the hydraulic lifters, so they're not as prone to lifter failure. But they just came out, so I guess we'll see in the next year or two if people start having problems with them. So anyway, just want to do a quick little video on this newer truck that I got, and hopefully it lasts good and runs good for a while. I've had to do a few repairs to the 14. I've done the transmission in it, had it rebuilt. Let's see, I put injectors in it. I had to put a new BD 2-piece manifold in it, because the stock one got warped and started squealing at the gaskets on cylinder 1 and 6. And take that off, which was a real pain. Getting the turbo off, had to jack the engine up with the skid steer with the come along and tilt it up because of how the shock tower is on this one. The shock sits behind the coil spring, and yeah, it was a real pain, but I got it done. So I guess if I end up have to do that on this truck, I'll know what to do for sure. So anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one.